4 important tools that I followed, which helped me out to get things from that I achieved in my life. Those 4 tools were given by Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam sir, and I would like to share it with you. First tool, have a dream in your life. So like for example, he always used to tell students that you should have a dream, a big dream, right? Why it is important? So like for example, if your mom tells you you have to go to the market and you need to buy stuff, the first question you will ask is where to go, in which shop, right? So what will happen? You will directly go to that shop and you will buy that stuff and you will come back, right? You will save your time and fuel as well. That is energy. Same thing is with your life. You should know where you want to go. It will save your time and energy both, right? So basically a dream gives direction to your life. Second thing, we think we are working really very hard and very fast, but direction matters. Like your finish line is in this direction, but you are running in this direction with 100 km per hour, it won't work. If you run in a proper direction with just 10 km per hour, you will ultimately reach your destination someday. So direction matters, speed doesn't matter. So first thing, have a dream in your life, right? Dream about, and you know what, we go to schools and colleges, we ask the student, first question we ask is how many of you have a dream. In school, 90% students have their dream. And if you ask them what kind of dream you have, they'll tell, I want to be an astronaut, I want to be a cricketer, I want to be an artist, I want to be a dancer, I want to be an actor. When you ask same question to college students, first of all, very few have a dream. And if you ask that what are your dreams, they will tell, I want to go to Canada to study this, I want to get into this company, I want to get into that company, I want to go for a world tour. So their dreams become desire, and that never works out, right? And why we do this so? Because as we grow up, we start thinking logically. Like बच्चों को नहीं पता है कि what they need to do for being an astronaut, and that is why they aspire to be an astronaut. But as soon as we grow up, we think that grades are everything, and we then compromise with our dreams. That is a very wrong way to approach. So first thing is having a dream. Second, so first thing, even I would like to add up, a lot of people think IIT is their dream. Now let me tell you one thing. There are two kind of students. One is who have their goal destination fixed, and they can achieve their goal by any way. Like for example, by going into IIT, NIT, local college, drop out, by doing their own startup, by going for a job, anything they'll do to get their dream. But there are another kind of people who do not have a fixed dream, but they have a fixed path. They decide, I want to go to IIT anyhow. They'll go to IIT. Now they'll say, I want to go to any elite institution in USA and do my MBA. They'll go there as well. After completion of their MBA, they'll decide now what to do, in which company to go. They don't have any final destination fixed. A mistake that we do is we fixed our paths. Path cannot be fixed. Your dream should be fixed. You should not compromise on your dream, right? And IIT cannot be your dream, and IIT can only be one of the ways to achieve your dream. So even if you cannot go to IIT, take another path. There are a lot of ways to achieve your dream, right? I could not go to IIT, NIT, or any other colleges. I still am working in this aerospace industry, right? I'm serving people in this industry, and it feels good. So, and no one ever asked me my grades. No one ever asked me my college name, right? I still don't have my college degree with me because I didn't go to my convocation as well ceremony. I don't have a college degree with me right now. So this is very much important. Second thing is hard work with devotion. A lot of young people believe in smart work, but let me tell you, for doing smart work, you need to become smart. For becoming smart, you need to do hard work, right? So hard work करने से you will get a lot of experience, which will ultimately affect your decision making skills, and you need to really give your 14 to 16 hours a day for your dream. I'm telling you this. You need to give 14 to 16 hours a day without any reason or excuses. So if you talk about Elon Musk, he still works for 16 to 18 hours. If you talk about Mark Zuckerberg, he also works for 16 hours. So you should not have any excuse to work and to invest more time for your dream. I would like you to guys to perform an activity after this session. What you need to do is you need to sit down and write your routine on a paper, and write the amount of time you spend for doing each and activity, even taking bath, having your lunch, include each and everything. And there will be some time which you will be giving to your dream, like for 1 hour or 2 hour. Now calculate the percentage of hours that you giving in each day to your dream. last time when I calculated, it was around 67%, and I decided this quarantine I'll increase to 75%, and I really worked hard for that. Like we worked, I almost, you know, three-fourth of my days I spent doing such activities like outreach programs and working for my company. So you also need to work very hard. And if you talk about a normal student, they hardly spend 10 to 12% a day, or even 0% a lot of days on their dreams. So that is very sad thing. You won't achieve anything if you don't invest your time right now for your you know, this thing. Third thing is perseverance. You will fail a lot of time, but you have to rise back again. Like failure is part of the journey and you need to accept it. Like at Star, we believe in celebrating our failures. Like our rockets explodes and we get sad because we you know, we worked really hard for that rocket and that happens to us, but that is something we need to accept that, right? Now I'll tell you the right definition of the success and failure that we defined in our company. So till date, what we should believe that anything, any task we decide to do, if we complete that task, we call it success, and if we don't complete that task, we call them failure. So let's take an example. There is a person A and person B. If I tell the person A to climb a Mount Everest and I'm telling person B to climb a 10-floor building, now person B will be able to climb the whole building, but person A will be only able to climb 50% of the Mount Everest, whom we will call successful. According to our definition, the B should be successful. We don't call him successful. We call A person to be more experienced and successful, right? Why? Because he got a lot of new experiences. So let's change the definition from today. If I am doing any task, if I complete that task, but if I don't learn anything new from it, it is a failure. If I do some task and if I don't complete that task and if I learn something new from that, it is a big success. Like we start a lot of projects at Star, a lot of projects shut down because we don't have enough knowledge and experience. But as we learn from those projects, we always consider them as a success. So this should be our definition. And now last thing, okay, last thing, that is what I call the $1,000,000 question. Whenever we see Facebook, we remember Mark Zuckerberg. Whenever we see Apple, we remember Steve Jobs. Whenever we see Microsoft, we remember Bill Gates. And whenever we see missiles, we remember Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam sir. Every student should ask themselves one question, and that is what I call the $1,000,000 question. That what you will be remembered for. That particular thing will help you to find out your passion.